It's time for our distinguished advisory panel to pull the drawstrings on the little curtains in front of their museum exhibits. Mr. Curator.
Yes, thank you, Professor. The museum is now in the receive position. Charlotte, may we have your submission, please?
I would like to submit a chimpanzee rain dance. During the beginning of the rainy season in Tanzania, there are ferocious storms that rip through the forest, and with this charged atmosphere, the chimps start to display, quite different from their normal intimidatory displays. They are more like a dance. They're much more rhythmic, they're much more gentle and slower. They do a lot more circular motion, swaying from foot to foot. They wave vegetation back and forth. And sometimes the chimps, when passing waterfalls, often start to swing from the lianas back and forth across the waterfall, hurling rocks over the edge, the most magnificent displays, which will go on 5, 6, 7 minutes. And at the end, they'll often just sit in the stream bed and look back at the waterfall and just contemplate them. One of the reasons that I think these are so extraordinary is we're never going to really know what's going on inside the mind of a chimp. Is this a form of primitive worship? Is it...
like kind of religion?
Yeah, it's a precursor to religion, challenging nature in some way. Imagine how the chimp is in awe. It's not a huge step to the idea that those powerful elements might be, that invested with something of a spirit which the chimps are reacting to.
So this dance, is it always the same?
It's not exactly like there's a sort of strict choreography. It's kind of sort of ape Tai Chi. It tends to be the adult males, and that's why in some ways it might be a sense that they're challenging the forces of nature.
Maybe they're hoping to get struck by lightning and they get turned into a man. and then they can get a mortgage. Yeah. And get out of this bloody jungle. Own their own home.
I like this idea that it's a kind of precursor of religion. As far as I know, no human society has yet been found that doesn't have some form of religious belief.
Well, where did religion come from? At what point did we start to feel there's something more powerful than ourselves out there and kind of imbued it with some spirit?
Brilliant cartoon I saw once was two cavemen, and they're looking at a mountain range and the sun's going down. And one of them turns to the other and says, "I bet there's stacks of them over there."
So, the chimpanzees, the dancing chimps, what are you going to have, a little troupe of them, do you think? Or
I would just have an individual chimp dancing.
One.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of good thunderstorms. I mean, which I'd have put in the museum as well, actually. I just love thunderstorms.
We have a cloud chamber.
Have you got a Van de Graaff generator for the lightning?
Absolutely.
I was going to get you one for
and
Christmas.
One book apart. So there we are, the chimpanzee rain dance in the museum's cloud chamber. Thank you very much.